Hey everyone, Andrew here from SC Scoot Riders. I'm out on the Dragon Slayer, the little engine that could. I love this little machine. I'm doing a 1 year review on this thing, so just for a bit of a ride, find somewhere to pull up, and we'll have a bit of a chat. So you've been for a little ride, as you would have seen just then. So this is the Dragon Slayer 1 year on. Now you're probably thinking this looks a little bit familiar. It's actually comes from the Joya range of scooters. So this one, your Bolzen Commando, and now Dragon Slayer. So what you may not know on this little one is they have upgraded all your bolts and pins in the clamp design there for the stem, the locking stem. That was an issue with the Commandos back in the day. They were snapping straight through here, but that's all been fixed up now, so no need to worry about that. That's one really good thing about it. What else do I like about it? Yeah, 48 volt system, so it's not the most powerful in the world, but geez, she gets up and goes. It really does. Initial takeoff, like I've mentioned in other videos before on this one, a little bit slow on the initial takeoff. Front motor doesn't kick in straight away either, which is good for learner riders. So if you're out on a wet road and you're really pinging hard on the throttle, it doesn't spin that front wheel like most of the bigger scooters do, which is really great for stability and safe riding. And that's sort of where this one's at. It's that entry level to intermediate sort of, slightly more advanced riders, but sort of that mid-range sort of area. So if you're just starting out and you want a scooter that's going to get everywhere, this little fella's here. But if you're like me, I ride the Makutas, the Hurricanes, the Namis, I test all of those, review those. I still get a thrill out of riding something like this. So that tells you what it can do and what it can't do. So not the most powerful up hills. That's one little downside. It does sort of bog down on heavy hills, especially for starting out at the bottom of a hill, like you've stopped and you can take up off of up a hill. You need a little bit of a run up, so I'll put a link in the description to the off-road range test that I did a year ago to show you what it can do versus other scooters up hills. So check the description for that one. But it's such a brilliant little machine. I call it the engine that could, the little engine that could, because it reminds me of that story. It's not the most powerful thing in the world, it's not the nicest thing in the world, but it gets you where you want to go and it does it really good. Kind of like the little Datsun 1200 Ute of the scooter world. It's just a brilliant little machine. Everything's tucked in nice and tight, all your wiring's tucked in nice and tight. Split rim design, so it's easy to change the tyres out if you wish to. Suspension, you can change suspension out here via the cartridge there. That I'm yet to look into is how to do that, but you can stiffen up the suspension if you wish, if you're a slightly heavier rider. We have had some people saying that have test ridden this one that are, you know, past the 80, 90, 100 kilo mark, that it can bottom out up around that 90 to 100 kilo mark more so. I'm just on the 80 and I don't have trouble with it. So yeah, it's such a versatile little machine. It's one of the few that these days has still got your adjustable height on your handlebars, which is absolutely fantastic for me because I like riding this when I do the reviews, and also when I just want something different to ride. But my daughter can get on this one now and ride this because it can bring the handlebars down to her level, and she absolutely loves it. So that's another bonus of these things. You can give them to your kids to ride, and just turn it down to one of the first or second gear, and that's plenty for it because it doesn't have that big fast takeoff. Younger riders can handle this quite well, which is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I've got no issues so far. Only minor things, stems start to stiffen up a little bit down there on the steering, but it's proven not to be an issue at the moment, but we will be looking into that to find out what's going on there. The display is nice and bright, you can see that all the time. We'll give you a look at that. So we're out in the sun at the moment, so let's have a look. We'll turn that on. There we go, nice big display. Battery life's fantastic on this. You would have seen, or if you haven't seen the range test, check out DC Unplugged's range test. I'll put the link in the description for that one, for his range test. He did the 12 km/h range test. I'll add a link for the range test I did a year ago. That was off-road range test, third gear, dual motor, to give you the worst it can do, which it wasn't actually that bad. It was quite impressive. So that's it for now. We'll take this one back home. We'll go and jump on the Makita and give it a run, and shortly I'll be doing another range test, full range test on these ones again. The Slayer, the Makita and the Predator, just to see how their battery's going 1 year on. That's it everybody. Yeah, don't forget, drop a like and subscribe if you like the content. Really helps the channel out, helps me grow and helps me get out and do this more often. So that would be greatly appreciated. We're pushing 360 odd now. It'd be awesome to hit 500 by the end of the year and see what we can do for a celebration on that one. So catch you later guys, ride safe, see you around.